Hello, welcome back to occupytheland.org. Well guys, it's almost time to start putting on the cover. You know, we'll get the dome over here on the slab. Donna and I got one last section to pour, and we're going to do that today. Now, these are the eye bolts that we augured in about 30 inches down below the grade there, and then it has a threaded area that we put those eye hooks in, and that's going to use ratchet straps to ratchet down the dome. After we cover it, it'll have a white translucent cover over it to get us out of the wind and rain and so on for the workshop. But today and tomorrow we're going to try and finish this up because we got guests coming at the beginning of March, and we'll have a big giant glamping spot. So this is the final pour. We'll do a time lapse so you guys can see. We'll give you some aerials on the finished product here. But we're really happy with how this came out.
So what we're doing is just picking at the dome floor, because once that gets done and we put the workshop dome, it's not going to be permanent. You know, this is just, you know, so we have a nice work floor that we can put all our equipment in there, and we can do a lot of work, but that's going to get moved. We don't want the workshop dome to be right in the middle of the property, you know, after we do the build. But during the build, it's going to be very useful. But after that, we'll take it off, and then it's not going to be permanently attached. We have, you know, augers embedded in the concrete with eye bolts that are cinching it down with ratchet straps so it doesn't blow away. We know about that. Yeah. So what we're going to do is have that out of the sun, out of the wind and rain, and we can be productive all the time.
Bringing that over, how are we going to do that? Now, normally we just build it over it, and I have another dome that we're going to do that, but I have an idea, and it was from a friend of our son. He goes, you know, he's a rigger out at Palo Verde nuclear power plant, so he's familiar with stresses and lifting and so on. We're going to take a big one of our large 12-foot boards, or maybe 16 feet, no, I think it's 12 feet long. We're going to put it on the forklift there on the tractor and try and get at least 3 or 4 of these points on it and lift and put straps over the top of this. And I'm going to have to show you, but I think it might work. So we're working on being able to take this dome and lift it and have straps. And if I can just get it off the ground and then move it and just plop it right on there, that's going to be very, very cool and worth trying next week. And that's what we're prepping for, is be able to lift this dome and put it over on that. And then we get to work and start some welding. We'll show you some details of a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing. We got skills now. We can start building some homes with some domes.